In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make so much money on Amazon it feels illegal. For the amount of money that you put in and the amount of money you get out, it is going to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm selling. And you're probably going to feel like the way I look right now, because I probably look like a dealer, but the truth is I just went to MMA practice the other day and got a right hook. But in this video, I'm going to reveal step by step how you can go out and find the most profitable product to sell on Amazon. And this product really does have margins that feel illegal. If you've ever sold, which hopefully none of you ever have, you know that turning $1,000 into $2,000 would not be unreasonable. You know, that's actually pretty reasonable for the risk that you're assuming, going to jail and all that stuff. But the way I'm teaching this is a legal way to turn $1,000 into $2,000 or $3,000 on autopilot. And when I say autopilot, I don't really mean on autopilot. You're still got to work hard in this business, but once you get a good system going where the profits are really cranking, it's going to feel like you've kind of got a glitch in the system. George is over 60 years old. He's doing $15,000 a month currently, and he's got a goal of $500,000 in total sales this year, doing exactly what I'm about to outline in this video. We also got Mike, the used book guy, who's got his own YouTube channel. He does $20,000 in sales every 30 days, doing exactly what I'm about to outline. And we also have Vishal, who is probably one of the most successful people, not the most successful, but one of the most successful in this space, who stacked over $1 million cash, pulled out from the business, doing exactly what I'm outlining in this video at scale, obviously. And at the end of this video, I'll kind of break down a little bit more what he's done to do that, but let's dive into it. So I'm going to cover this business model in 3 simple steps. Step number 1 is going to be how to determine if the books are profitable and fast selling. Step number 2 is going to be, where do you find these books? And if you're in a medium to large size city, I guarantee you that you can find these books. If you're in a small city in the middle of nowhere and you're not willing to drive at least 100 miles to get some books, this business model might not be for you. But we'll go over unlimited resources on where to get books. And number 3, how to get the books active and ready to sell on Amazon very, very quickly. So those are the 3 things we're about to cover. If you go back to the early days of selling on Amazon, what people used to do would be they would go into a thrift store, they would look up the ISBN, they would call their friend who's back at home with a computer, and their friend would look up the ISBN on Amazon. And that was like, you know, the book platform you could sell on 20 years ago. And then their friend would say, hey, this book's going for $40. And he's like, okay, great, I can pick it up for $2. And that's how they would do it. They would literally, you know, call each other, make sure one's in front of the computer. But today, with the technology we have, all you need to do is have a smartphone and download an app that will literally tell you all the information. How much is it going to sell for? What's the sales velocity? What's the sales rank? All this stuff. And it calculates a quick yes or no decision. I'm going to pop this up on the screen. The app I recommend is called Scoutly. Now, this app is going to tell you how much profit is left after Amazon fees and what you paid for the book in wherever you're at, whether it's a library, thrift store. Let's say you're paying $4 for the book. It's a $20 book. There's $10 Amazon fees. You're left with $10 minus the $4. You have a $6 true profit. And this instantly turns green or red whether or not the book's profitable. And it's also going to make sure the book has decent sales velocity. So something called sales rank. The lower the sales rank, the better. It's like golf. If you have a low score in golf, that's good. Low sales rank means it's a better selling book. So generally, this is a super general rule of thumb, is if the book is under $1 million sales rank, it's a semi-fast mover. So we're looking for books under $1 million sales rank and over $15 in sales price. That way there's still meat on the bone after Amazon fees to make a profit. And once you get this app, the name of the game is just to scan as many books as possible. Get past the bad books fast. When you're in all the locations I'm about to go over, most of the books are not good to sell on Amazon. That's okay. Even if 98% of the material is bad, if you can just scan fast enough, the apps are going to literally turn green, make a cha-ching noise like you're in a casino, and tell you, hey, this book is likely going to make you profit if you purchase it. Okay, so you've gone through the hard work of finding the profitable books, determining that they're good purchases. Now it's time to get them active and on sale on Amazon.com so you can start getting paid. So the way we're going to do this is leverage a program Amazon has called FBA, which is amazing, which allows you to take books, put them in boxes, ship them to Amazon. Then Amazon will store them for you. They'll fulfill them to the customer. They'll handle customer service. They basically do everything for you. even the customer service, all you need to do is reprice the inventory. So this is the fastest way to make shipments directly to Amazon. And what we're going to do is go to GoToLister.com. There's a free trial below. Full disclaimer, this is my software that I created to help booksellers make faster shipments, and all Amazon sellers for that matter. And all we're going to do here is put in the batch name. I usually like to put today's date dash wherever I got the inventory. So let's just say I got these from Goodwill. Today is May 21st. And then pricing, we're going to use smart pricing. This automatically prices your faster moving books at higher prices, helps you capture more profit. Put your address in there, who listed it. That way, if anyone screws up listing, you know who did it. I want to label products. It's going to save you 30 cents per. Put your packing individual units, and batch version is the new batch flow. Okay. Now that we're in here, what we're going to do is put exactly where we got the book. So let's just say we got it from Goodwill. If you got it from your local library, put your library's name, and then put your buy cost. Let's just say we paid $2 on average for these books. For the condition description, I like to use something generic like this: good used condition with no highlighting or tears. Some notes can be found in this copy. There's several different variations you can see, or it can be something very simple. Like I like to do this one: 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Okay. And this is fine because Amazon's taking responsibility to make the customer happy. Obviously, we need to send good products to them, but the customer service is on Amazon because we're using FBA. Now what we're going to do is scan books in. So let's just say we're listing the book Fahrenheit 451. This is at this point you would start. And here's the book here. It's going to show you a couple of different options. You select the book, and it's going to list the book in the batch just like that. For reference, here's what a completed batch would look like. GoToLister is going to tell you what your complete profit is and what you paid for the books in total. And when you're ready to go, you just submit the batch and just follow the instructions. Pretty simple. You'll pack the books in a box, get them out the door to Amazon FBA. In a nutshell, that's how to determine if books are good to sell on Amazon. If you guys want more resources on this, then consider going through my 5-day bookselling workshop below, where I really go in depth on what makes a good book or not a good book. But now we're going to move on to step number 2, which is where to find unlimited books to sell on Amazon. And that is, I'm going to go in order: thrift stores, lowest hanging fruit, libraries. That's going to consume most of your time right there. Thrift stores, libraries, go to every single one in your city. And then there's also estatesales.net. There's booksalefinder.com that advertises large library sales that happen quarterly, annually, biannually, ongoing. And if you show up to a library sale, I'm talking, a library sale, fresh donated books happens once every 6 months. If you show up early, pay for the Friends of the Library membership, and scan like a madman, you will leave with several hundred, if not thousands of dollars in profit. It's several times I've left library sales with thousands in profit. So for the people watching this who want to take this seriously, I highly recommend the first action step you do is go to booksalefinder.com and put every library sale that's on there on your calendar, and make sure you show up the very first day the sale happens, because if you show up 30, 40 minutes after the sale started, you're screwed. So there's something called a pre-sale. Call the library, see if they have a pre-sale, pay for the membership, and show up early. Okay. Next would be just go to the thrift stores and go to the libraries in your local area and scan the heck out of the shelves. Show up to each location a few times over the course of a month or two. You'll quickly find out which ones are good, which ones are bad, and make sure to show up on days they restock the inventory. When you go into the thrift store, ask how often you're restocking. What days do you restock? Show up the days they restock. And then also ask for what's called backroom access. If you're at a thrift store and you scan all the books on their shelves and you have 10 books that you're purchasing, go up to the manager and say, hey, could I also scan the books you have in the back? I'm interested in buying more. And if it's a small mom and pop store, high chance they'll just let you do it. If it's a Goodwill, they're a little bit more political. Worst case, they're going to tell you no. Next week, show up, bring them some coffee, bring them some pizza, thank them for their business, and eventually they'll probably let you back there. But even if not, just keep pushing. Eventually, they probably will, but some locations never will. So that's the kind of the high level overview of where to find books. There's literally dozens of other places to find books. And again, if you guys go to that 5-day bookselling workshop, we cover a lot of that below. So I'll link that. It's a YouTube video series below. So if you guys want that 100% free, you can check that out too.